Hello friends, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 21. So, today, we have things to do. First of all, what we're gonna do right now is, we will, where is it? Go to the cathedral, located at the center of the hive, which is basically where we are already, right? So, Shalandra has told me much about Mordor's box, and much of it I did not wish to hear. It seems that this box contains a fiend high in the ranks of fiend kind. Worse yet, the spells that bind this fiend are weakening. I fear that soon it may escape and seek retribution for its imprisonment. Shalandra has suggested that I visit the cathedral, located in the middle of the Alley of Dangerous Angles. It's hoped that the higher source of power will intervene and banish the fiend before it escapes. That's right. And that is what we are going to do right now. And afterward, we will check out this place, which seemed to be filled with some with a commune of mages or something to that extent. So, yeah, we have for once we have a pretty clear program of what to do today. So I think this is the cathedral, unless I'm mistaking it for something else. No, that's a small dwelling. Okay. But interesting, I actually haven't been here. Aola. Aola. Oh, this is the cathedral? What? Okay, now I'm confused. Welcome to the Cathedral of Eoscar. Have you come to worship Eoscar with me? You can be his second disciple. Hang on, so you're like one guy worshipping this Eoscar or Eoscar deity, and the Church of Eoscar, so to speak, is just yourself? Interesting. Well, wow. I don't know, tell me more about Eoscar. Maybe that's the best one to start with. Aola's voice takes on a tone of adulation. Eoscar is the keeper of gateways. Within Eoscar lies the power of portals, doorways, and opportunity. Sigil, also known as the City of Doors, used to be the home of Eoscar, until he was cast out by that accursed lady. Now there are few worshippers of Eoscar here, because the lady forbids it. That will soon change, however, as I help the people to see the greatness of Eoscar. She cannot stand against the will of the people. Lots to unpack there, actually. Let's go from the beginning. Keeper of Gateways. So that kind of sounds like this Eoscar is a deity that people in Sigil used to worship before the lady. And I know the lady is not exactly a deity, but then again, she kind of is, you know? She seems to be something between a deity and a head of state, head of the city. Not really. She's too mysterious for me to say much more than that. But Keeper of Gateways makes it sound like it is Eoscar's. It was Eoscar's doing that Sigil is even like filled with these portals, these gateways to other places in the first place. Portals, doorways, and opportunity. The City of Doors, that's right. And now comes the interesting bit. He was cast out by that accursed lady. So the lady doesn't seem to be very popular. And by that I mean, most people seem to make this like sign over their heart when they speak of her. And I've interpreted that as them basically fearing her name, you know. It's kind of like Voldemort, you know, like you don't want to say the name. So maybe whenever they mention the lady, they do this sort of sign, maybe to ward themselves against evil, right? This has come up a few times before. But this is like the first person here who speaks out openly against the lady. Which would make sense, because presumably he believes in Eoscar more, and believes that his power is perhaps more real than the lady's. Then again, he was cast out by that accursed lady, but see how it's in scare quotes. Now there are few worshippers of Eoscar because the lady forbids it. So the lady suddenly seems to be like this figure that came into the city and just took power, for lack of a better word. And I have no idea how that works, but that's super interesting. I don't think I've really heard anything that even insinuated this fact before. Unless I just didn't pick up on it, you know? I help the people see the greatness of Eoskar. That is so interesting. Well, the Keeper of Gateways, portals, doorways, and opportunity, that's all good and well, but it's not really enough for me to sign up for a cult, you know? Why are there no other disciples of Eoskar, first of all? Over the years, I have had many disciples. Unfortunately, they have all disappeared. It's quite frustrating, actually. As soon as they become initiates, I never see them again. Lately, there has been a rumor going around that the lady herself is the cause. I mean, sounds like it. Now, no one comes by anymore. You are the first soul I've seen stop by in a long while. I mean, that might have something to do with the warring gangs outside of this cathedral, which, again, is just a small dwelling, apparently. That's so weird. I mean, yeah, but that might have more to do with that than anything else. And seriously, my only choice is to either become a disciple of something I don't really understand, or... I mean, I guess this option would give me... I guess this kind of leaves the door open, you know. I can probably come back and wish to become a disciple of Eoskar. But I still have no idea what that means. Then again, it does sound quite useful, you know? The Keeper of Gateways, so we are presumably gonna have to go through some gateways at some point in this game. Everything seems to be leading to that, so... You know what? Let's take the plunge. Just, if only just to learn a bit more, you know? I am not afraid. I wish to become a disciple of Eoskar. Wonderful. It's been so long since the last person asked. Aola makes you perform a series of complex rituals and then... Hang on, you can't just skip these rituals without describing them. What is this, not Planescape Torment? I was looking forward to those descriptions, you know? And then says, you are now a disciple of Eoskar. Go now and spread the word to the denizens of Sigil, so that all may know the glory of Eoskar. And that's it. Okay. I'm now a disciple. Okay, becoming a disciple of this religion is apparently quite easy. You don't have to do anything really, you just have to say yes. Huh.
All right.
Okay, but can you tell me anything more? Aola seems to have fallen into a deep trance. Every so often you hear him sing praises to Eoskar. Okay. I have no idea what I just signed up for, but not much from what it seems like. I don't know. I mean, could I have learned more? Should I have chosen other options before asking about... I don't know. It felt to me like there were more options there, and then they just sort of got, you know, eliminated, and I couldn't pick them anymore. I guess I'm now a disciple of Eoskar. I doubt that this is somehow reflected in my inventory or anything. Strongest creature killed. That's an interesting piece of data to see. By the way, this biography screen, it's interesting how it... I kind of expected it to update, but then again, I haven't really done much main quest stuff, so it's probably going to update when I actually do. Hang on. I came here because of the box. And I completely forgot about that because I was so infatuated with... well, not infatuated, but I was so interested in this guy's religion, and now I have no idea what to do about the box. Okay, it's back. Good. You have returned. Excuse my surprise, it's just that you are the first disciple to ever return. I literally just popped outside the door and back, but sure. Most seem to disappear. How may I help you? Well, actually, since these disciples are disciples of the Keeper of the Gateways, have you considered that they all became disciples just to gain access to some of the gateways and then went through them and never looked back? Presumably because they don't like it here in Sigil? I don't know. Could be what happened. I come seeking counsel concerning a box and a demon. You explain to him your predicament. Aola seems to consider things for a moment and then speaks to you. I, a humble disciple to the great Eoskar, can indeed help you. First, you must relinquish the box to me. Oh wow, you're the first person to say that. I guess I'll give you the box. Aola places Mordor's box within a wire pyramid-shaped structure and then mutters a prayer to Eoskar. The familiar shimmering of a portal soon fills in the sides of the pyramid. Aola then casually reaches through the portal and flips open Mordor's box. You scream in an attempt to stop him, but you are too late. Almost instantly, the box begins to disintegrate as a sickly smoke begins to fill the interior of the pyramid. A feeling of immense dread fills the room, and it is all you can do to keep yourself from bolting from the tent. Okay, something intense is going on here. You notice that as the tendrils of smoke touch the sides of the pyramid, they are drawn into the swirling vortex of the portals. As the last tendril of smoke disappears, the feeling of dread passes. Okay, that ended better than I thought. Aola smiles a bit nervously at you. Witness the power of Eoskar, the keeper of gateways. Well, there was a fiend in there, and they just seem to have sort of disappeared? I'm sure a fiend of such power that it required so many spells to contain it will have no problems making its way back here, and when it does, it's going to be looking for you. Okay, that's a very specific thing to say here. Sure. I have taken that into consideration. You see, each side of the pyramid contained a portal to a different plane. In effect, I scattered its essence far and wide across the multiverse. Did you know there are races out there that consider demons a sort of delicacy? He begins to chuckle softly as he reaches into the pyramid and sifts through the ashes of the box, removing the gem that was attached to it. Payment for my services. I will use this to help rebuild my beautiful cathedral. Wow. So, the power of Eoskar seems quite real and quite effective to me. Unless this guy is just like a really good mage who's for some reason lying about the source of his powers, but doesn't really seem like it. Keep the gem, my friend. You have more than earned it.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Mordor's box has been put to rest thanks to the help of a priest of Eoskar. In payment, the priest has taken the gem that was mounted atop Mordor's box. The gem is of exceptional quality, as one would expect. After all, it was used to bind a demon. And that's it for the box. We have nothing anymore. We don't have any remnant of the box. Anything like that. Okay. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like that it was an interesting outcome, but I feel like I can't help but think about how things would have turned out if I had opened the box instead, you know? Presumably the demon would have appeared, or the fiend would have appeared, and I would just have to fight it. Which I suppose it's not all that interesting, although there could be some cool rewards if I manage to defeat it. Which is a big if, obviously. But, at least I met this priest. Actually, it's true, I haven't really explored the Alley of Dangerous Angles, even though I have been here before. Most other places I have tried to explore more or less fully. There might be things that I missed somewhere. You guys have also been pointing out some things and characters that I might have missed. But, you know, these are places that I keep coming back to over and over, so I'm gonna eventually get more or less all of them, you know? But yeah. This place, I haven't really seen the most of it. So what about this tent, for example? Empty. Hang on, what is this? Can I... Okay, it's a container, bronze ring. And anything else here? Oh, never mind, there is a person, I completely missed him. Gamlet. Hey, What are you doing in my tent? Hi? You barge into my tent uninvited and all you have to say is hi? Greetings? On your way, Burke. Well, farewell, I guess? Huh. I guess you're not relevant at this point in the story.
Done.
Now, what about this? What about this, cabal of mages, or whatever you would call it? Let's just drop a quick save. Mage in training, and then we have this Rauk guy. Huh. What do I do now? Well, friend's going to be mad at Rauk. I guess you're gonna talk to me now. You see a young man dressed in plain but well-kept clothes. He pauses in his pacing as you approach. Greetings. Rauk in trouble big. Help you do? Interesting speech you've got there. What's wrong, Rauk? Rauk forget rings in tent. Friends need to magic with. No rings, be mad at Rauk. One ring brown like Jink, other shiny like mirror. Last is pretty and yellow. Bring for Rauk. Wait, which tent? Which tent would that be? I'll bring them back for you, sure.
Updated my journal.
I mean, I'll try. Presumably it's just one of the other tents in the alley. What about these mages in training?
I'm
though? I
gone.
gotta talk to them, see if they have anything to say. Now, okay, I'm getting attacked by spells because, probably because I'm opening these containers, so that's fun.
I'm gone.
Alright, let's maybe try and go to the various tents here first.
I'm gone.
What about this one? Silver ring? So I picked up a bronze ring, I picked up a silver ring. I feel like these are the ones he might be speaking of, although I kind of expected them, the three, to be
I'm gone.
in one place, but I guess there's no reason why they should be necessarily. Do we have any more tents here? We do, yes. There's a third tent. Okay, it's probably, yeah, it's probably those two rings that I've picked up already, plus a third. So we're cool, right? We're cool, Razor Angels. Don't have to
I'm
pay
gone.
tribute or anything like that. Okay, gold ring. There we go. I think I've got them all. That
Done.
was a nice and easy quest. Nice and easy so far. Interesting to see these magic projectiles that can damage me. I think we've seen something like that in the mausoleum when we entered for the first time. Well, Rauk, did you bring? Yes? I got them all. Here you are. You new friend of Rauk now. Rauk take rings now. Rauk thanks new friends. Farewell, Rauk.
Updated my journal.
I guess we have a new friend, and now we're going to witness something. Masters, Rauk has the rings. Then let us begin. Ha, ra, ka, da, bra. What are you guys doing? Oh no! You summoned a dangerous limb demon, apparently. These mages were not very good, though. I mean, I'm confused. I mean, they were called mages in training, so I assumed that they were not very good. But then he called them masters, and I was like, okay, I guess they're technically in charge here. And then all 5 of them died for, well, through their own stupidity, really.
I'm gone.
Let's check what they had in themselves then. You know, in classic RPG fashion, you have to loot the bodies before you do anything else. Whoa! Scroll of Armor. Allows user to cast armor, to copy it into spellbook, sure. Physical attacks shall be better thwarted as protection is granted to those who have none. This spell grants an armor class of 6 to the target. It is cumulative with dexterity bonuses, but nothing else. The spell lasts until the wearer sustains cumulative damage totaling more than 8 points, plus 1 per level of the caster. Note that the armor does not absorb this damage, it only disintegrates after that much damage has been inflicted on it. Ah, okay. And a Scroll of Identify. which I believe we have already, or we have the ability to identify things, but I haven't really managed to use them on the triangle earring that we have. Okay, now I'm definitely gonna loot the bodies, because seems to be worth it. Gaudy ring. This appears to be a silver ring with a large stone of some kind mounted to it. Maybe an engagement ring of some sort. Maybe, or maybe not, you know?
In enduring, grow strong.
All right.
Anything else? Okay. Now, I'll take stock of all the things I've picked up, but first, let's talk to this Lim. You see what appears to be an ordinary Lim. It's hard to believe that this cute little creature slaughtered 5 wizard apprentices with such ease. I'm not gonna kick it, that's suicide, obviously. Okay. Rauk. See, now I'm thinking that Rauk is the mastermind behind this. For some reason. Maybe they treated him badly or something like that, right? That would actually kind of make sense with what we learned from him. The little we learned from him. Rauk lose friends, but Rauk make new friend. Call him Green Thing. Farewell. Well, there goes that mastermind theory. What the hell just happened? Huh. Okay, let's try and process what happened. So, what did we learn here? Summoning is dangerous because you can accidentally summon an animal that slaughters you and all your friends. So, I guess be careful when you're summoning stuff, maybe. And be careful when opening containers, because that can be quite deadly, but I still have the overwhelming urge to do it, because there could be some good loot in there, you know? There's not, though. Interesting to see how saving throws work. So you do get to see when you succeed a saving throw. I wasn't exactly sure how that was in the game. Now, I would like to go get out of here. How do I... Hang on, where's the... Okay, I gotta go to the door. That was a bit confusing.
I'm gone.
Well. Now that that's over with, let's see. So I could try and identify the gaudy ring, right? Scroll or spell. Spell. Oh, that's right. No, the reason why I couldn't identify when I last tried it is that it was because I figured out that I need to rest after copying down a spell. So I can now identify things. Okay, perfect. I understand everything now. Special +1 to armor class. Okay, these rings are quite common across the plains, simple to make and in great demand. Mages usually create these items as a way to raise quick money. This particular ring has a minor enchantment on it that protects the wearer from harm. Alright, can I wear it? Ring of the Traveler. Yes, I have 2 ring slots, in fact. Scroll of Identify. I guess that's an option too. Oh, I thought I gave the silver ring to the guy. I guess it was not one of them then. Oh god, I gotta get rid of all these things I picked up. I gotta remember to sell them off next time. Scroll of Fist of Iron. Oh yeah, that's right. Usable only by mages. Green Steel Dagger. You know, that feels like a pretty powerful weapon. I should probably be using it when I'm not casting spells. But I should be casting spells, generally, you know? What about this gold earring? That's literally just clutter that I can sell. Alright. So I think I've actually finished here at the Alley of Dangerous Angles, right? Now, Crystal wanted me to kill some guy. Oh, so I can actually follow up on the box too. Alright, let's do that first. I need to have words with Mar about the trouble he has caused by tricking me into taking that cursed box. Yes, that's a great idea. The problem is, I have no idea where I met Mar. Genuinely, could have been anywhere. See, it doesn't even say in the journal. So I'll guess I'll just keep wondering, because I'll just run into Mar when I run into him, you know? Or was it her? See, I'm not even sure anymore. So that means we have to find something else to focus on now. Like I was saying, I was asked to kill this Black Rose person, who I am going to find. Where exactly was that? Okay, just somewhere close by, I think. Alright, let's maybe just explore the... Oh, there are more shivs here. Never mind.
What's up?
We immediately
Alright.
have something to do. We gotta finish the job we started, you know? Let's get rid of the shivs. Let's beat the shiv out of them, you know? Okay. That worked. Hopefully that's all of them. Maybe.
All right.
No. But we're getting there.
Damn it.
Concentrate, Mort. You can do it. I believe in you. Okay,
Sure,
now? Now is that all of them? Now it seems to be truly all of them. Whoa! That's the lady, isn't it? Did I fuck up by becoming an apprentice of the...
What am I doing here?
Well, shit. Okay. And the game immediately gave us something to do. So I couldn't help but see this achievement. Draw the lady's gaze and get mazed. Mazed. That's a thing. Alright, and now I gotta escape a maze, and I have only the nameless one, which is not ideal, because, you know, I didn't really distribute the items well enough for this sort of situation. I guess I just kind of assumed that we would all stay together all the time, unless I decide otherwise. And now I'm just stuck with the things that the nameless one has on him. The good news is that this includes a lot of consumables that I might find useful. Now, let's save here, just in case.
Done.
So, a maze, you say? Ah, okay. Okay, I can't cross the black parts, right? Presumably. I can... Okay, I can't even go there. I can't even click them. Okay, so these are literally just like walls. Right. Let's do strategy. So let's always go right maybe and see if that takes us anywhere. By the way, let's check the map just in case. Okay, yeah.
This is it.
This is it. What do you mean? Don't sound so fatal, nameless one. Is that a... Okay, that pillar almost looked like the lady, you know? I thought it would like... It seemed to me like the statue of the lady, but whoa. I kind of assumed that for the portal there should be something shiny there, but some sort of actual portal effect. But no, I can just walk through the gate and okay. My strategy of always going right was good until I learned that this is in fact a maze of consisting of multiple mazes. Oh no, it's not. No. So this teleported us here. All right. The map is gonna be huge help to actually give me an overview of where I've been and where I have not, you know? Okay, let's just go around to see where, Huh. What is this? Sledgehammer and a bone-framed journal. This appears to be some sort of journal. Sheets of dried human skin have been stretched across a framework of bone, and strangely enough it appears the sheets of skin have healed together at the seams, forming the spine of a makeshift book. It looks like the outer sheets of skin form a cover for a series of other skin sheets locked inside the bone frame. A series of symbols have been written in blood across the exterior of the sheets of skin, but you can't make them out. They appear to be some form of writing, but they seem to be written upside down, right to left, and at odd angles that make your eyes hurt. That's quite the sinister find. Despite the crudity of the writing, you have to admit the design of the bone frame is actually quite intricate. The bones have been carved so that they snap neatly together. It looks like the bones can be unhooked from each other, allowing the book to be opened and read. Open and read it we shall. Maybe it's a bad idea, but what else am I gonna do? Not read it? Okay, that's literally just the thing that the description that it gave us. Examine the exterior. Okay, same thing. Examine the skin. The skin looks to be the same color as yours. That's an interesting detail. I think it's definitely supposed to resemble my skin, unless it is actually my skin somehow, you know? Like the skin of some of my previous incarnations, maybe. Its scarred gray surface reminds you of a zombie's hide, and the pages feel more like cured leather than skin. Unlock the bone frame. Examine the frame. Okay, the description from the inventory. Unlock the bone frame. You unlock the bone frame, which unfolds with a neat snap. You open the book and study the pages. They are filled with the same strange series of symbols as were on the exterior cover, and they don't seem to make any sense. By the way, just thinking about that encounter with the lady. So the lady basically flew in and sort of teleported us to this place, right? Which, it either tells me that... Well, I suppose it tells me that she had to be there for her magic to work, you know? She is not as powerful as to just do something to someone in a completely different part of the world, or even in a different part of the city, you know? She either wanted me to see her, or she had to be there for me to see her, you know? She had to physically show up to make this spell, this teleportation spell, work. I think that's definitely something that I should keep in mind. Anyway, strange series of symbols as were on the exterior cover, and they don't seem to make any sense. Well, I will try and puzzle them out. The symbols don't seem to follow any pattern, at least any that you can see. The angles and the pictures displayed seem to be completely arbitrary, but you can't be absolutely sure. Try again, I guess? No. Presumably my lore skill is low, or something. Okay, rehook the bone frame and leave the journal alone for now. As you rehook the bone frame, you are suddenly struck with a strange thought, that the pages of the interior aren't supposed to make any sense. You, whoever you were at the time, put the symbols there to deceive anyone looking to read the real contents, which are hidden somewhere else in the journal frame. Whoa, so I just remembered that this is 100% undoubtedly my... Is that my journal? Is that the journal I've been looking for, or is that a previous sort of journal? No, this has got to be the journal I was looking for, right? Looking to read the real contents which are hidden somewhere else in the journal frame. I guess I'll examine it. You examine the edge of the frame and you notice that one of the bones has a hairline fracture around one of its ends. You put your hand over the edge and twist off the top of the bone, revealing a hollow space. Inside the space is a small, rolled-up scrap of skin. Again, intricate descriptions here. I'm trying to concentrate on reading them out loud as well as picturing them in my mind, so it kind of takes me a while here, but yeah, a rolled up scrap of skin. Well, let's pull it out and read it. This scrap of skin is covered in writing. It looks like someone kept writing over it again and again until it is almost illegible. Nonetheless, you can make out some of the words and some of the symbols. Trapped, trapped, ladies will be done. Dodge her gaze. Too many I killed, too many strangle and kill and stop the breath in their throats. There's a way out, I know it. Then I'll give the bladed one the laugh. Huh. Are we basically locked in a sort of eternal conflict with the lady for some reason? Well, that can't really be the case, because the lady doesn't seem to be in Sigil for as long as Sigil is there, you know? We still have the Eoskar worshipper who remembers days from when the lady wasn't there, if I understood him correctly. So the lady seems to be kind of a new phenomenon, but trap. Ladies will be done. Dodge her gaze. So her gaze definitely is like a real power, you know? People are not paranoid when they are afraid to speak of the lady, because she presumably is maybe not omniscient, but she can certainly see things all around the city, I suppose, right? All around Sigil. So she might be omniscient in the sense of the scope of the game, let's say. But she doesn't seem to be omnipotent, as I said. She had to show up. She either had to show up or she wanted me to see her, or wanted everyone to see her, I guess. Stop the breath in their throats. So I killed too many. Strangle and kill. This is actually quite clear, isn't it? The lady somehow controlled me. I was forced to obey her will, and I was forced to kill people, right? That's what this is saying. There's a way out, I know it. Then I'll give the bladed one the laugh. Why do I feel like I should know who the bladed one is, but I can't really seem to put my finger on it? But I swear I've heard that name somewhere. Something about blades or bladed somethings. But I can't really remember. So, the nameless one seems to have sort of been mind controlled by the lady, but had been looking for a way out. And in the previous incarnation, presumably, he found a way to somehow break free from the lady's will in his next incarnation. Could that be it? Strangle and kill and stop the breath in their throats. Okay. One of the arches holds way out. One of them does. One has the way out. Can't just keep going through them one at a time. Maybe I should go through one, then walk back to the same portal without... So are you saying that... And by the way, I'm not sure if these arches is... It probably refers to arches here in this very maze, right? But it could also refer to the gates around Sigil. But probably not. But it's something to keep in mind. So what I'm hearing here is I shouldn't just go through arches and, you know, then keep walking and go through another. No, I should go through an arch and then immediately go back, because it might lead to a different place, and that place would be out, you know? The entry trails off into indecipherable scrolls. For some reason you have a feeling that was the last entry. Either the incarnation died in the maze, or escaped somehow. Well, put the journal away.
My journal.
So that was huge, wasn't it? That was super important right there. I'm not exactly sure that I... I found one of my journals in the lady's mazes. Inscribed in it was a piece of skin that had some insane ramblings on it. I don't know if they were insane ramblings, man. Whoever I was when I wrote this, I was definitely a few stones short of a portal. Well. Maybe I should try going through this arch then, just to see what happens. Where did I appear? There we go, that's a new part here. I guess I'll try and explore the maze sort of thoroughly, you know, before I start, like, going back through the same portal and things like that. So, hang on, so we have 3 here, and then we have oak. Okay, never mind. There is a gap here. I thought this was maybe symmetrical, but no, it doesn't seem to have been. And the map handily shows me, seems like the last portal that I've walked through. So how can I use that information? Wait. Did the layout change? No, I don't think it did. No, never mind. I'm seeing things. Well, I started in the middle, so I'm presumably trying to get, like, literally out, you know. It seems like I'm trying to find the very edge, or not something here inside the maze. There's another there. Well, maybe I can go through here now, I guess. Can I? No, I can't really navigate from the map. Honestly, that would be the easiest thing at this point, right? In this specific maze, it would be the easiest just to not even zoom in at all. So I can go here, and then I can go here. And these two, have I walked through either of these two before? Okay, that's one. They seem to be connected in a consistent way, you know. One portal takes me there, and then it takes me back to the original one, so... Oh no, I accidentally walked through one. Okay, where am I? Uh-huh. Well, this is a gameplay section unlike anything I have seen in this game so far. Let's try this one then. Yeah, so they sort of seem to be on the opposing ends almost, right? Like this one leads there or something, this one leads like there. They seem to be going, you know, kind of from one end to the other. Whoa. Oh shit. We got, I was like, what is that music? Oh, that's combat music, okay. We have a shadow chasing us. Is there a way to inspect your enemies, actually? I feel like I should know this. It's episode 21 and I have no clue whether you can inspect your enemies, but I don't think you can. Okay, and now is the time to use chromatic orb, maybe? Yes. Uh-huh. Okay, I guess I'll try and attack it then.
Die.
Whoa! Okay, I think I'm doing pretty well, but I have no idea how much health this shadow has, and I'm not doing well anymore. Right, bandages, maybe? Can I use them in combat? Yes. Do I have any scrolls I could use here? Identify... armor. I mean, I have to first copy it into the spellbook. I gotta, you know, keep reminding myself that scrolls in this game are not just something that you can, you know, shoot like a machine gun with. Okay, get there and just attack the shadow, please.
I'm hurt.
Ah, this is not good. What if I die here? What's gonna happen then? Do I respawn in the maze, or do I respawn in the mortuary? Or do I die permanently? Maybe I should do... Okay, that could work here. What is this again? Oh yeah, heals me 9 hit points and resistance to slashing attacks. Sure, let's go all in. Let's just use all this shit. I mean, this is like an emergency situation, you know? I have no idea how many shadows there are in this place. Actually, the shadow very much looks like the lady. I'm only now realizing that. Why have I stopped landing hits? I don't think I took anything that lowered my chance of hitting people, right?
I'm hurt.
Okay, this is not going well. Hang on, so what does this one do again? I have resistance to attacks. I mean, what do I do here?
Damn.
Critical miss. What am I doing, man?
I'm hurt.
Okay, maybe it's time to disengage and... Oh shit, I'm in a closed off space. Maybe it's time to disengage and just try to walk through the portals and try and figure out what's going on. Hang on, so where can I actually exit this maze? I don't know, this seems to be closed off on all sides, doesn't it? Well, okay, I guess I'll try walking through this. Does this get rid of the aggro completely? Or can the shadow maybe even follow me through? That would be unfortunate. The combat music is really nice, though. It's nice to get a different sort of combat music from the Sigil one. So hang on, this one takes me there. I don't really want to go there because of the... Unless I should go there. I don't know. I'm not sure, honestly. I mean, logically, why did the shadow appear in the first place? It could have been because I was getting close to the solution. Or it could have been that I wasn't, you know? Maybe it just appeared for no reason. It's good to know that, or it's good that there doesn't seem to be more than one shadow here, but I'm having trouble even with the one. I'm kind of at a loss of what to do here. I mean, I found the journal. That seems to have been an important thing that I was supposed to do. What is this, by the way? Can I go there? I didn't seem to be able to go there. Unless I come back to the center and then go there from the center, but I don't know, it doesn't really sound like that's gonna help me in my current situation, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 portals. 11 portals. Hang on, that's an odd number. Okay, that doesn't fit. That means the extra one is probably the one that takes me outside, right? Maybe. So if I try them all, one by one. Maybe. Oh no. Maybe that's gonna work. But I have to survive and try it first. So hang on. I gotta start checking out these portals. Crossing them off, you know. So these two are connected. These two are connected. I think, well, this one, you know, opposite this one, there doesn't seem to be anything. So maybe that's the one. Let me check the one right next to this. I'm pretty sure I've walked through it before, but I don't remember what I saw. I don't remember where it took me. Yeah, my opposite theory seems to hold up though. So the solution is there, right? That's gotta be it. So I actually want to go here, go there, and then maybe go there and see if I was right, or if it at least takes me closer to the solution. Oh, but I cannot go here from there. Okay. How do I actually... Oh, I see. That's the issue. I can't really go. I can't really get there, you know? Hmm. I mean, this just seems closed off from all sides, if I can see, you know? It's very strange. I mean, insane ramblings. Let's read the journal again. Not the ring, the journal. There's a way out. I'll give the bladed one the laugh. I don't know, that feels meaningful, but I have no idea what it means, actually. Maybe I should go through one, then walk back to the same portal without teleporting back. Without teleporting back is what they're saying. Right? So I gotta... That's the point. That's why I can see it on the map. I literally just gotta walk back to the portal and that's the solution, isn't it? So I could go here, 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 there. Hang on. Is this possible or not? I'm actually not sure. Okay, so I think I understand the solution now. Let's see though. Where should I do this realistically? You know what? I guess I'll just walk and, you know, see if that works out for me. Why are you going there? That makes no sense. Okay, the character pathfinding isn't exactly reliable. What do you mean this is it? Ah, okay, so it seems like I can... It seems like I can get to the portal that I'm looking for. Because I was thinking, like, maybe this only works with one pair of portals. Maybe the maze is built in such a way where I can only do it with one pair of portals. But no, it just seems that you have to pick literally any one of them, and you can do it. Although I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get there from where I'm currently at. No, my original intuition was definitely correct. Okay, let's pick this one. This one is gonna work. This one is gonna work for sure. Right, so now I go through here, to the middle. Avoid the shadow, because the shadow seems unkillable, by the way. Oh no, it's right there. Well, fortunately, I'm much faster than the shadow. I suppose that's a really good thing about the movement in this game. I can't wait to run into enemies which can outrun me. Oh, there's another shadow. Alright. There are multiple, in fact. It kind of seems like the closer I get to the solution, the more there are, you know? I wouldn't be surprised to get jumped by a third one right here. What just happened? Huh? It literally just popped me in a... Huh? Well... I'm not exactly sure how I helped myself here. I guess I'll try and do it again. This is getting quite rough. I mean, this has got to be the solution. Everything makes sense. The journal, the fact that I can see the icon on the map, like those things both make sense with this theory that I have, you know? So, I don't know. I guess it could be the case that I have to try all the pairs of portals and only one of them works, but that doesn't sound like that would work. I mean, that's just sounds so convoluted. Why would they do that? By the way, I picked the wrong way out, didn't I? I definitely picked the wrong way out. Oh, I can actually do this. I completely forgot that I can pan the... Alright, back here it is. Gosh, this is some riveting gameplay, isn't it? I'm not sure. Maybe I should edit these parts out, but I'll probably just keep them in there. Just so we can see my thought process and, you know, yell at the screen. Hang on, how do I get... Huh? I thought I could go... I'm so confused. This maze is quite confusing. I'm honestly not sure if I can do it this episode. Oh! No. No, never mind. I can't pass through here or here. So that just doesn't work. I might have to wait for next episode to finish this because I'm getting quite tired of this. Well, there you go. Show me the way. Show me the way to get there if you can. Actually, it's interesting that only 11% of players got mazed. So, it kind of seems to imply... I know that not everyone plays through the quest lines, you know, and that only a certain portion of players are going to actually play the game. But still, 11% seems like way too low of a number. So I think I must have just brought this on myself by becoming a disciple of Ao something. I forgot his Aoscar. Could be what happened here. I don't know, I guess I'll just have to go through here and try the same portal thing again. Bro, this is ridiculous. If it doesn't work this time, then I actually have no idea what to do. I thought I had it figured out, but if this doesn't work, then I'm pretty much lost. I chose the wrong way. You know, this maze is too maze-like for my taste. Okay, here I am. Now, do I need anything else to... Journal offers me no clues, so I guess I'll just walk through there and... Oh, now this seems different. Here we go. Oh my god. I'm back at the alley. Escape the ladies' maze this time. I like that 0.4% of players were just like, nope, and probably reloaded an older save. Oof, okay, that was quite exhausting actually.
I'm gone.
And my companions are back with me, which is great. Now, very important thing to test here. If I exit the alley again, what's gonna happen?
All right.
Okay, I can just go. Good to know. Wow, okay, this was an exhausting episode for me, honestly. I enjoyed it though. It was nice to see something different from the Hive, you know? And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it as well. So I hope to see you in episode 22. Have a good one. Bye.